Hello, my dear students. So, as we have discussed in lecture number 5 about the several techniques that has been given by Taylor. So, now I will continue with those points only. We have done the standardization and simplification of work. Next was the work study techniques that has been given by whom? Taylor. So now under work study techniques, that will be again divided into these things. Let me change the color so that you can identify that work study has been divided into 4 types. Method study, we will come one by one. Motion study, time study, and fatigue study. Fatigue, F-A-T-I-G-U-E-S-T-U-D-Y, fatigue study. So what are those? So about the method study at first, let us understand that what is method study, right? See, in method study, it is followed to find the best possible way of doing a particular job. So what are the key points? Best possible way to do job. This is the basic principle of method study. It involves establishing such a method that is to be followed to complete a particular job. So establishment of such a method that should be followed prominently by all the workers. Why? To complete the particular job. This method study decides the sequence of operations. What it decides? It decides sequence of operations, placing of human and physical resources. Physical resources, what are those? Like machines, which are non-living things, raw materials, etc. Right? These are. So that is basically, it decides the sequence of operation, how the operations will be done in a factory, how the humans will be placed in the factory, in which department they should be placed, as because right person to be placed for the right job, as well as the placing of the different physical resources like the machines, raw materials, etc. Is that clear or not? Yes, it is clear. To ultimate aim is what? Ultimate aim is to minimize the cost of production, isn't it? And what? Maximize the efficiency, isn't it? Quality and customer satisfaction. So these are the things that needs to be done. Is that clear? Now just take one example. For example, when you are purchasing the raw materials, okay, why you are purchasing? To produce finished goods. Now about its packaging, it requires packaging, proper packaging. It requires delivery to the customers, because customers will not come in your factory to take the product. You have to deliver the products to customers. These are all this packaging, delivery to customers. This falls under the method study. It is very much clear to you now. What are some examples of the production techniques on method study? Those are process charts, operations research, batch production, etc. Okay, these are the example of production techniques based on method study. I think that it is clear to you now. Now next, can we move for the next? Yes, we can move for the next. That is, we have completed the method study. Now we will move for the motion study, right? So let's move for the motion study. Motion study. Okay. So here it refers to the study of movements. Study of movements. Like lifting, putting objects, as because it is related to the motions. Sitting, changing positions, etc. So it involves basically all these things. Now there are three types of body motions. The body motions of a person, of a labor, of a worker has been divided into three parts. Productive motion, that is which are needed to do a particular production, productive motion. Incidental motion, and unproductive motion. Because so that the unnecessary movements of the body parts can be reduced. This is the main objective. So what they have done, what Taylor has done with his associate, he has used different cameras, stopwatches, and various symbols and colors to identify the different motions, so that the unproductive motions that are not needed, that can be eliminated. Okay. Examples of business who are using this motion study. Examples of business. Their automobile service stations. Okay. Banks who are using. Departmental stores are using. Ticket counters are using. So they are using. Now these are motion study. Next we will go for, we have completed this two. We will go for the time study, right? So what is time study? Let's see. Time study. That means it will be related to the time. It determines the standard time taken. Determines standard time taken to perform a job. Perfect. The principle is clear. So different types of time measuring devices like stopwatches are used to measure the time taken to perform a repeated activity, because there are some activities in the organization we are repetitive in nature that tends to repeat. So how much time has been taken to repeat? If I can able to find out the total time in a factory, there are 15 minutes for repeating the same process again and again. So I can curtail the time using some of the techniques. So what is the objective of time study? The objective is to determine the numbers of workers to be employed. How much workers we actually need. Number of workers to be employed. To identify the number. Okay. Frame suitable incentive schemes. How much payment should be given to them? Incentive scheme. Labor cost. Determining labor costs. These are the things. Fine. So now, let's take one example here. Factory manager of Joy Works Limited. Factory manager. He was preparing a production schedule. Okay. He was planning to give targets to every employee but was not sure how to do so. He decided to observe all workers and to check on their productivity. After several observations, it was determined that a worker takes 5 minutes to pack one box. For one box. To pack one box, a worker takes 5 minutes. So, per worker. Is that clear? Therefore, in 1 hour, he can pack 12 boxes. So, if we calculate in 1 hour, he can able to pack 12 boxes then. And in an 8-hour shift, he can pack in 8 hours 84 boxes. With 1 hour lunch break. Okay, lunch break will be there. 1 hour. That means for within 7 hours, he can able to pack. The manager could fix the task to be completed in a standard time. So that is the standard time. Once the standards are fixed, he could easily set targets and determine wages and incentive to achieve maximum productivity and efficiency. So the manager has fixed the time, that is within 8 hours 84 boxes can be packaged. If he produces more than 84, then he will be eligible for the extra benefit, extra money, extra incentive. So that is the main procedure of time study. So we have completed the time study also. Finally, we will go for fatigue study. Fatigue study means it considers the fact that every individual is bound to get physically tired and as well as mentally tired for a long period of time. So they need rest at regular intervals or not. As because if you just go on studying all day and night, you cannot study for a longer time period because you need rest at the interval. That's why your tiffin break is being provided. Games period is there in the school. So it helps to determine the amount and frequency, that how much rest is required, and so that the hindrances to work, the resistance to work can be removed. So that is the basic thing, amount and frequency and rest at regular intervals. This timing to be fixed, standard to be fixed. So that was all about the work study techniques. In the next lecture, we will continue with the differential piece weight system. Okay.